So hi everybody and welcome back to the Unreal Engine 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 6 for our tiny game. And in this video I won't talk about planning, but again you have to research a lot on your own. Again, I show you just basics. And one of the easiest planning methods is brainstorming. You just write in the middle a word, what you want to think about. In our case it's the game. And then you throw all ideas you have here around. Doesn't matter if it's right, wrong, or it sounds strange, because later you will anyway prioritize them and kick out the ones you don't need. Okay, and here I throw in some words. For example, my game should be a demonstration and my game should be very simple. And then I think about what kind of game it should be, third person, first person, or no person at all, a point and click with mouse, something like that. Or we have here, should we use free assets or from scratch? For example, we will use free assets because it's very difficult to make everything from scratch, but we will also make some parts from scratch, and here is a simple demonstration. Free assets, the character, for example, is one of the most complicated parts in game development, so we will use here free assets to get, for example, a character if you use a third-person game. But we can make this also from scratch, but then we will use just a cube to simplify it. For example, we skip then animations, not the movement, because this will have also a movement, but we skip animations and other parts which are very difficult, and learn here parts from scratch. We can later convert here to a little bit more complex character later. And yeah, we have also here the landscape. Should we use a landscape? Yes, no. For example, if we don't use a landscape, we can make everything with static meshes. And then light, should we use light? Light we need anyway, but should we use, for example, the built-in skylight? I mean the sky which comes there, or free assets with skies and so on. But here we will go again, make a mix from free assets and from scratch and so on. Okay, and in the next step we sort this a little bit, and you can see here, for example, I said my game should be simple. That one is very important to say at start. Then I say my game should be not a demonstration. That's why I kicked it out here, because we are making a full game, which is tiny, but it is a real game. It's not a demonstration or something like that. Okay, we kick this out. And this one is also very important, that you decide what kind of person game you make, or a click and point game, because later you can use also the templates which we can select from Epic. You can see there's a third person template, first person template, and this kind of stuff will help you out if you decide this one. I make a third person, but right now I still start with empty. Okay, this both checks, and the other ones are more technical for later discussion, so this one is not really right now, but this one we can think about already as well, the free assets, for example, or from scratch. And here I said free assets are more important to learn than from scratch, and the reason for that is because there are many things which are very complicated, and we need to learn first how to use them, but we will also do some from scratch as well. So this one has a higher priority. I make here 3 arrows, 2 arrows for them, and the other one, yeah, like I said, later discussion, not right now. Again, you should research this. This is super simplified and probably not the best solution, and there are many good tools to organize this a little bit better. For example, when we go to GitHub, and in GitHub, if you click, for example, projects, and then you click here on new projects, there it comes this 3 options for organization. There is one for table organization, and there is the board organization, which we will use, and there is also a roadmap. So again, you research this a little bit more, and other tools as well, but I show you just here now the board solution, because this is very easy, super easy, and very effective. So what you have to do here later is you write here to do, what you want to do, and then later you take this one here, put it in the progress, and later in done. For a single person, this is also nice, but not so effective like in a group, because if you work in a group and then they can take here parts and then say in progress and done, and then everybody is seeing that. But for a single person, it's also very nice. And again, you research this. If you like this, then you use that one. If you find better programs, even better. And that's enough, I think, for this video. And like all time, if you have any questions, write in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye.